Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, Riley. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to hit. He's got him in. Complete. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
No.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take it all in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance. To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down, Reeves, and his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first-quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Don't make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Take it at about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriots.
Looking to throw on second down. Riley. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Riley. Throw left side complete. It's Malone. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down. Riley. Over the middle, complete. It's Fletcher. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on second down, Riley. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Michel. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on third down, Reeves. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Reeves, and he will find his man on the outside. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Reeves. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to throw. Reeves escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Reeves. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Looking to throw. Riley trying to lay one up deep. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw to Michel on the dump-off. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Watch him now, Barney, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! No, check! Patriot!
Operating from the gun. Reeves. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw. Reeves. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He's to the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. They're starting to put some space here. You know, the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now he'll let and got his man complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Gold now out to kick it away. Caldwell to return. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 20. Yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
On first down, Reeves. And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Reeves. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Throwing on first down. Reeves flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Reeves. And he will find his man on the outside. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Reeves. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
Hey, watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on second down. Riley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, look at 56.
Off the play fake. Riley going up top. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Reeves. He'll check this one down to Michel. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got his man on the out route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Leopard! Leopard!
Operating from the gun. Reeves throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Reeves. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Santos with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st down, Riley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
No. Check. Patriot.
To throw on second down. Reeves throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Reeves. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Detroit!
On first and 10, Reeves finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flush to his right, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10. A give. This is Michel. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Gun!
From the gun on third down, Reeves. Shed, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. In for the score. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown.
Leopard!
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Reeves eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On the handoff, it's Michel. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Gone, 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 gone.
On 3rd down, Reeves buying time. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jordan Evans able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And it's Michel once again. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back to throw. Reeves. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The carry here by the big tight end. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Zach Ertz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the 4th. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking for plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down. Riley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Off play action. Riley. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Riley. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Gun!
Operating from the gun. Riley. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A big play there for the Bengals. 46 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. He's given him a little jolt. Just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. To throw on 2nd down. Reeves. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
To throw on 3rd down, Reeves. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Reeves is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. He's back to throw. And he can't get a is taken down.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint. Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right? I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there. All right, we'll see if they do just that. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass. This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now. You know what that generally means? Success. That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too. Everyone dialed in. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now? That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year.
but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Bengals, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year, and they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.